Rick.
Hey y'all, this is Darryl-A.Mickens-Sr., retired Sergeant, Detroit Fire Department, regional leader with Primerica Life Insurance, real estate investor, entrepreneur. It's Life Insurance Awareness Month, and I just got for a restroom break a few minutes ago, and I ran across TikTok about this young lady that's telling you why you need to invest in the IUL. So anyway, excuse me, I I asked her, what investment license do you have? And of course, she didn't respond that she had one. She just said that um, that permanent life insurance has guarantees, and and investments don't have guarantees. Okay, this is what we know. So about that, we do know that there are certain investment instruments through mutual funds, okay, that when properly invested, short term, you don't, there's a very, very slim chance of losing money, okay? Um, so in terms of risk, the S&P 500 has averaged um, over the last 40 years, 10%. Over the last 20 years has averaged about 11.1%. So what we know about cash value, index universal life, we know that you'll see here in this article that I have an article here as far as whole life cash value. Here's the problem. Number one, in the whole life cash value policy, the first 3 to 5 years, there is no return. So that's zero return. Okay. Um, then if you want your money, you have to take out a policy loan and pay it back 6 to 8%, which that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Uh, so just those two things. If you went to the bank to to start a savings account, they told you, okay, the first 3 to 5 years you don't get any of your money. We keep it. So what happens, y'all, with life insurance, the life insurance representatives are telling you buy these IULs, they have a tendency 99% not to have an investment license. They have a life insurance license. They get paid a whole bunch of money for selling all this crap. Okay. So, but y'all, that's because we haven't been educated to read the whole life index universal life policies. If we read them and we understood them, no one could pay you to keep them. All right, but they said that whole life cash value has guarantees. Here's the guarantee: you're guaranteed to make no money first 3 to 5 years. That's a guarantee. All right, you guaranteed if you want your money, you have to pay it back 6 to 8%. That's guaranteed. You're guaranteed that when you pass, your your family doesn't get the cash and the insurance unless you have this rider, which you have to pay for. But so the guarantee is that the rate of return is like 1 to 3% in cash value. The rate of return can be in index universal life. It can be 10 to 12%. But the problem with that is the fees and the cost of insurance for IULs is so expensive that it doesn't make sense. The math for IULs doesn't make sense. The math. Okay. Now I believe this article is going to show that. And the math for whole life, the cost of insurance is like 5 to 10 times that of term. So we believe you shouldn't be paying for life insurance your whole life. There's something called the theory of decreasing responsibility, which means that um, if you live 20, 30, 35 years, which is the length of the Primerica life insurance terms, and you invest money long term, then you'll be self-insured. And when you get into retirement age, you'll have money, and any life insurance, you can use that as, for whatever you want to use it for. but you definitely won't need it for burial. Okay. So the purpose of buying life insurance, y'all, is to replace income and leave inheritance. You can't do that very successfully in whole life cash value index universal life because it's way more expensive. Okay. So if your purpose, anyway, let's just stick to the script. And I'm going to just share with you this article real quick. I'm going to share this article on index annuity. All right. So index annuity, index universal life insurance versus a index fund. All right, here's the article. All right. So, and this is from Jeremy. I can't remember his last name. Okay. What's Jerry's last name? Okay, Jeremy is with the Personal Finance Club. He's an independent researcher. He's not affiliated with Primerica or any insurance company or investment company. All right, he says, and I'll have the link for you. He said, I did a similar post ago comparing the growth of IUL to an index fund. My analysis came to the conclusion that an IUL would end up about 37% of the value of an index fund. But that analysis was difficult because I didn't actually own the index universal policy. I had to go based on the publicity of the publicly available marketing information, which notoriously doesn't mention the huge associated fees. So one day, while scrolling TikTok, I saw an insurance salesman espouse an amazing final returns of these IULs. So I clicked on the link in bio and sat through a 90-minute sales pitch and bought a policy. When it arrived, I did a careful counting of all the fees, put together a model in a spreadsheet, and after including the fees, the IUL actually ended up with 18% of the value of an index fund. I no longer, he said, I have a longer article breaking down every lie told by the insurance salesman, ignoring dividends, ignoring fees. Okay, cost of insurance, tax benefits, infinite banking, etc. I first posted that article last year, and understandably, insurance salesmen don't like it and have attacked the article and me. But in the article, I linked directly to the spreadsheet I used to do the calculations only for any and all scrutiny. One such IUL fan did in fact attack me over an error. He correctly knows that I had made a typo in the fees I was charging to the index fund. The fees are so small, I made a typo and listed them as 0.003% when they actually were 0.03%. Of course, I corrected it, and which made the analysis even worse for IULs, but it didn't stop the IUL salesman from lying and attacking me over it. If you're being sold an IUL or any other type of permanent life insurance, be extremely skeptical of the claims made by the salesperson. In my experience, they're generally all lies and the opposite of what they're claiming. If you already have one, it may be time to look at the performance and consider stopping putting money towards it. As always, reminding you to build wealth by following the two PFC rules. One, live below your means and invest early and often. All right, so here's the it says he bought an index universal life insurance policy. He said, I read all 91 pages and did the math to compare its cash value growth to the returns of the S&P index fund. So by contributing $200 a month, uh, he would come up with 1.79 mil in the index fund, and through the IUL 320,700. So what's that tell you, y'all? All right, so it's right here. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, here's the math, y'all, behind index universal life insurance. So the math is it's not a really good investment. So that being said, it's index it's life insurance awareness month, and I'm with Primerica Life Insurance Company. I also have a Series 6 license that I'm reactivating to my Series 63. If y'all want to save and invest money, make sure you don't do it through life insurance. If someone's trying to get you save and invest money through life insurance, make sure you ask them what investment license do you have. Do you have a Series 6 license, for example? And y'all, the answer to that 100%, I'm sorry, 99.9%, the answer to that question is going to be no, I do not have an investment license. And the reason why they don't have an investment license, they're selling IULs because they make a ton of money selling this stuff to you because we have not been educated on how to read these policies. So you need to, if you have an IUL, okay, and you can medically qualify, then reach out to me and I'll connect you with someone in your state that has an investment license, okay? And they can help you to invest, okay? And then that person in Primerica, they'll also have a life insurance license, and they can help you get the proper life insurance so you can buy term and invest the difference. Thank you.